Well, ever since Erik ten Hag came in as a United manager, it's only two players that have gone ahead to be given new contracts. That is Luke Shaw and Alejandro Garnacho. More to come is David De Gea, Dalot, Fred, and Marcus Rashford. And Marcus Rashford is one of those contracts that everyone is really eyeing at to see to it that whether he's being given a new one or not at Manchester United. Now, today, Erik ten Hag has gone ahead and revealed Garnacho's new task ahead of his new contract that was given that will keep him at Manchester United until 2025 at Old Trafford. Rock and David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Lots of stories to discuss. Rio Ferdinand inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame. He is really one of those defenders that really played at Manchester United, won 6 Premier League trophies. That is Rio Ferdinand for you, and then he found himself lifting the Champions League and playing in 3 Champions League finales and winning 1 out of those. But this one is all about the Premier League. Then lastly, Wout Weghorst wants to stay at Manchester United, but he has told us that nothing is really into discussion between him and Manchester United as far as him staying at Old Trafford is really concerned. Remember, we had the story that Besiktas is willing to sign him on a permanent deal come the summer of 2023. Let's start it off with Ten Hag on what he said about Alejandro Garnacho and whether he's going to be available for the game of Brighton or not. Now, he has said, first of all, I think he has the price or contract, and it's a price. He also shows he can make the final step, not only in talent, but also he made it. Now, it's a new start, a restart, because now expectations will be higher, the demands will definitely be higher. He's on his way. He's a strong character. He has a strong character, and that's why he's there in the moment of this level, and he did it by himself. Obviously, we all know what really brought Garnacho to this level. It's all about him being talented, and Erik ten Hag is known to embrace these talented players. What shows you that he's really talented, he found himself non-start of the season with Erik ten Hag because of his attitude, and Ten Hag was just punishing him. And then the likes of Elanga came in through and started to play games. But guess what? As we really entered, I think, the first third of the season, Garnacho found himself in the starting 11 of Manchester United. He started off by coming off the bench. After coming off the bench, he found himself in the positions of really starting games, and his first full 90 played for United was against West Ham in the FA Cup. I think it was the round that led us to the quarterfinals before we played Fulham. He played a full 90. He scored a goal, and Ten Hag came out and said after the game that he told him that you've showed me that you can play off the bench and make an impact. Now it's your time to play a full 90 for the team, and this is your chance. Come out, showcase what you can do for us. And obviously went ahead to do the required kind of job for Manchester United, and he put us to where we are right about now. So Garnacho this season has 5 goals and 4 assists. So it shows you that if at all he can come back and play some 3 or 4 games, he can score and really go to double figures, because looks like he's really one of those players that are going ahead to really thrive. But Erik ten Hag has gone ahead and really told him that it's not all about that and giving you a new contract. It really requires much more for you. And in this tweet, this is where Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to really task Garnacho, and obviously he had the following to say: that now more work is coming to go because the demands are higher. We expect more from him, but it's great he made it. It tells me we will give young players opportunities, but they have to deserve it. When I say give, translate to deserve. They have to deserve with their feet, show it on the pitch, and it means invest a lot. Invest in training performances in the under-21s, then wait for your moment and prove again. Alejandro Garnacho is that step beyond, but now the demands will even be more. He has to compete for the starting 11 position. Every time is the same. you have to cross limits, and every time you have to go in the next level, we go with him in the challenge. But most important is the player has to do it. Now, Ten Hag has gone ahead and revealed Garnacho's huge task ahead of him, because give him a contract is because of his previous doings, and if at all he doesn't continue putting up the performances that Ten Hag expects from him, then he'll find himself out of the team. And this time around I was told him that he needs to push to go into the starting 11 of United, something that is going to be hard for Alejandro Garnacho, but with his talent you expect him to do that, because with the remaining games of the season, we are having Anton Martial, Marcus Rashford. They can act as our two centre forwards. Then Garnacho can tussle it out with the likes of Jadon Sancho, and Anthony into the starting positions of the right and left wide areas respectively. So Ten Hag is telling him he needs to push for the starting 11. If at all you want to go anywhere, you need to break the barriers and really get and get the boundaries out of your reach, and then you become that kind of player that the team has always gone in for. And I think it's always nice to be having a player like Garnacho coming from the academy, coming in through and obviously do the needful. And for Erik Ten Hag, I think he has done it too early. Garnacho came in so early because for him, he never had a very good long season with Manchester United, and I think the only manager that went ahead and did this in his debut season was Louis van Gaal, because for Louis van Gaal, I saw him give Lingard an immediate start in the first game we played in the Premier League. Then there was a right back. Was he Alvarez? I think he was Uruguayan. He gave him some playing time in his debut season. Then there was Taylor Brackett. Yeah, he was one of those that was given a chance by Louis van Gaal. And there is a left back that was too tall. I think remember him very well in the season of 2015-2016. He used to play there very well and was really press resistant, and he had lots of things to do. So I think for Ten Hag, he came in a season when United has a lot of pressure, and he never wanted to really make a chance or make a blunder. And with his past at Ajax, I think he said, let me first win these games and then let in these new talents and we'll integrate them in the team. And I think Garnacho just grew in a phase that Erik Ten Hag really liked, and Garnacho is doing forward. But he has also sent a message out to the players of United into the academy that go on, you'll get a chance, but you need to deserve the chance to get it. Meaning that you have to show to it that you need, or you have to be part of the team. If you don't put in the efforts, then Ten Hag won't really include you into the team. That's it. So as it stands for me, I really feel like Ten Hag is one of those managers that is taking us places, and we can't wait to see Alejandro Garnacho thrive and obviously get himself to the levels where we expect him to be. And it's a very good message that Erik Ten Hag has gone ahead to dish out to the young ones of Manchester United, because Garnacho is a living example, and obviously no one doubts Garnacho and how his efforts have paid off. And there are very many talented players from the Academy of United, and if they deserve to play, they will come up and really do the needful. Even when you are not playing into the Academy and you've been loaned away from home, you've been loaned by Manchester United like Amad Diallo, you will get yourself a chance and you'll find yourself in a position of really going into the mix to become one of the best players at the club. If at all you go on the loan and act well, you can be easily integrated into the team of Manchester United, as you've seen a player known as Amad Diallo, because you all know that he's going to come back and obviously get us to the levels where we deserve to be. Then Ten Hag was asked about the availability of Garnacho for Brighton's game tomorrow. He had the following to say: we have one training, but I think it's too soon to be available. He's short. So Garnacho might not be part of the team of United that is going to take part into the game of Brighton tomorrow, but you will understand what Erik Ten Hag is all about, and this is courtesy of Alejandro Garnacho being young, managing him very well, and thirdly, sending a message to the Argentina national team board that Garnacho needed a lot of time to recover and obviously see his his ankle get back to intact before he plays. So I think Ten Hag might even take 1 more week or 2 weeks to really give Garnacho a game. That's it, because he wants to keep him out as good as possible, such that even those in Argentina don't misunderstand him. He's young, and Ten Hag knows the effects of these injuries, because Anton Martial, Marcus Rashford, Luke Shaw have always fallen victims because their injuries, when they're still young, were not handled very well. So that boils out into Ten Hag making a decision on getting him enough time. Now, Wout Weghorst from Besiktas or from Burnley to Manchester United on loan has come out and really said the following, that he wants to stay at Manchester United, but discussions have not started over a further deal. As it stands, he'll return to Turf Moor, that is Burnley. Burnley have been promoted to the Premier League, and as it stands, they are really going to find themselves in a position of really doing the needful as a team of Burnley. But Wout Weghorst wants to stay at Manchester United, but he needs approval from Erik ten Hag. If at all Erik ten Hag approves this, then he'll find himself staying at Manchester United. And Ten Hag has always said that he won't cross the bridge before he reaches it. He has been adamant on him making decisions on who is leaving and who is staying at the end of the season. But when you look at players that came in during the January transfer window, Wout Weghorst, Butland, and Sabitzer, if you ask me who has gone ahead to put up a performance that will entice Erik ten Hag to sign him permanently, I think it's Marcel Sabitzer. That's it. Marcel Sabitzer has gone ahead to put in a performance. But for Wout Weghorst, I would like to appreciate him and really extend my gratitude to him for the work well done. In the moment when we never had a striker, Wout Weghorst did the needful, and obviously he has gone ahead to score, I think, 2 goals for United and put in close to 3 assists for the team of Manchester United. So it shows you that he has tried his level best. He's punching above his weight. So to me, it's nothing short of him. He has done his job. He has won trophies, and I wish we win the FA Cup, because if a match we don't sign him permanently, I think he'll find himself in a position of really walking away with 2 medals, courtesy of Manchester United. He assured you that when Martial came in through, his playing time has gone ahead to reduce at Manchester United. Some games he spends a full 90 on the bench, but I think he's that striker that will always bear with the situation, and I think that will be one of the things that will let Erik ten Hag maybe think of signing him, because he's not this demanding striker that will always say, get me the game, get me game time. He will always be there to take his chance where need be, or where provided by the manager. Now, Rio Ferdinand, the former defender of Manchester United, he came in 2002, and I think he left in, was it 2014, 2015, and he retired, I think. In total, he played 504 appearances in the Premier League. He scored 11 goals. He kept 189 clean sheets, and he has 6 Premier League titles. Today, he has been inducted into the Premier League Wall of Fame, and he had the following to say, that the title that meant a lot of meaning to him. The last one with Sir Alex Ferguson, because it was his last one as well, and it was such a big moment. The title meant the most because a lot of people had doubted me going to the season. Then we had that season of 2012-2013, and I played a lot of games. I got into the Premier League team of the season that year, and we won the league. Everyone says, oh, it was the worst team that Sir Alex Ferguson had that won the league. But bad teams don't win Premier Leagues. That is Rio Ferdinand for you, and he has gone ahead to get inducted into the Premier League Wall of Fame. So guys, your thoughts on Alejandro Garnacho's new task as revealed by Erik ten Hag are welcome in the comment section below. Wout Weghorst, would you keep him at Manchester United? Yes or no? And lastly, what do you think about Rio Ferdinand being inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame, but we are putting our spotlight onto what he said, that was the worst team that Sir Alex Ferguson ever had that won the league in 2012-2013. Do you think a bad team can win a league? I sign out for now. See you later, and don't forget to subscribe, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Rock and David is out.